TitleMatchNetwork.com.
From the dark side of the moon, the unholy Gregory James. From the Bay Area AVA, weighing in at 170 pounds, the dashing Chris Bey.
Joey, you said you've seen him, so what are we expecting to see now here with Chris Bey in this match today?
Some of the most fantastic moves you will ever see in your life. This dude is like, I can't describe the way he moves. It has to be witnessed for yourself. But let me tell you something. I have been anticipating this matchup since it's been announced, and man, we are in line to see a fantastic match.
As the bell sounds and we get underway here, a lockup in the middle of the ring. Take over there by James as he tried to control this match early, but a nice counter there by Chris Bey into a roll-up here, into a pinning combination one, and a kick out by Gregory James. Nice leg sweep there into a pin here, though Bey able to kick out really quickly, and then down he goes.
Already the match starting, and it seems so quick-paced.
Roll up here by Gregory James early on as each one starting to feel out each other, but trying to go for that quick victory. Bey with a roll through as
and that's what I'm telling you right there. This dude is just so lightning quick. It's just Gregory James, before he even knew what hit him, Chris Bey was right in front of him.
Gregory James.
Insidious follower just beckoning him at the corner.
Chris Bey also has to keep an eye on the insidious follower as well. From what I've been told, she gets involved in matches.
Gregory James going to try and slow things down with a little headlock here, but Bey going to send him over into the ropes.
Oh!
A huge shoulder check there by James, but hold on, a nice kip up there by Chris Bey.
Chris Bey welcoming the challenge from
Nice
the
arm
unholy
drag.
Gregory James.
Arm drag there by Chris Bey. Tries to go for it again. Gregory James says no thank you, but reversed by Bey into another arm drag. And huge standing drop kick there by Chris Bey. Look at the height.
Taunting him just to bring him in so he can push him back down through that drop kick. Oh my goodness.
Chris Bey does not lack in confidence. In fact, Chris Bey will be the first to tell you that 2018 is his year.
Back and forth they go now. Up and over goes Chris Bey. Gregory James, though, able to catch it. Rolls through, but Bey able to hit rope. Nice arm drag there by James.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
What a nice chain maneuver there by Gregory James. Showing off a little skill of his own, but then a little power with just a face shot to Chris Bey.
Chris Bey not going into the turnbuckle.
Oh!
Gregory James with a nice counter there. Chris Bey looked like he was trying to get up to that top rope, but James not going to let him in.
Gregory James finally catching up to the pace of Chris Bey here, and finally has him right where he wants him, at his feet.
2 count there on the pin, but now James starting to taunt just a little bit as a chop across the chest.
Oh!
Again, a chop there.
Oh my God, that sounded like a suitcase falling.
Hold on, Chris Bey with a chop of his own, and one shot drops Gregory James. But hold on, a back with one of his own there now is nothing fancy about either of those moves. Into a pin now, but just a 2 count before Bey able to kick out.
You know I'm over here praising Chris Bey, but I have to give it up to unholy Gregory James too. I've seen this man in action. He is just absolutely relentless, will do anything to win, including the involvement of that thing out there, the insidious follower, who is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Chris Bey, though, starting to control back in this match, but a nice basement drop kick drops the knee out. Chris Bey, and a huge shot to the side of the head now into a roll up here, 2 count. Bey able to get out of that one as well.
Chris Bey, you can kind of see the look on his face. He's trying to kind of gather his thoughts, trying to see what his next move is, but unholy Gregory James relentless on top of Chris Bey.
Chris Bey laboring over the ropes.
Into the ropes goes Chris Bey, ducks under one shot, ducks under two. Here comes Gregory James up and has Bey, but hold on, Bey gonna try and swing his way out of this one there. Gregory James, though, thinking the better of it. And a backbreaker there on Chris Bey, the pain across his face. Let's go to a pin count here at a 2 count once again, and frustration starting to mount a little bit.
Chris Bey taking this time to recover. You can see the labored breathing, each breath taking more and more energy back into his body.
That insidious follower still down there ringside. Again, not real sure what his, her, its, whatever it may be, point is in this match. Bey sent into the ropes now as he'll roll up Gregory James into a pin here. 1, 2, and a kick out. As Bey tries to steal one there as tries to get the offense back. He'll send.
Oh Lord, that front
Chris
row
Bey
almost
outside,
they almost got a lap full of Chris Bey.
Well, one thing you get at Sabotage Wrestling, you are right up close and hold on. Gregory James is gonna fly straight out into the audience. Goes
the fearlessness
Chris
of
Bey.
his flight.
Chris Bey may be out as it looks like both James and Bey have stolen the seats. A big chop there across the chest as we hear the referee starting the count. And there you saw the insidious follower pointing and telling Gregory James to get back in the ring and break the count, which he smartly did. As now these two start wandering out.
Where are they going?
The crowd here over by the bar.
An interactive experience for our fans.
They are making their way towards the merch tables.
Headed over to the merch table now.
Where?
As,
Oh God, they're going upstairs.
They are going upstairs.
They are going upstairs. There's a second floor here and Come and Take It Live, and that's where they are going. They have completely disappeared off our radar.
We'll scramble to try and get a camera up there to track these guys down, but now they are fighting in the balcony.
I can only imagine what kind of damage they're using upstairs.
Again, Chris Bey and Gregory James somewhere in the building here.
No, there's Gregory James right there.
Hold on, there comes Gregory James back into the ring, and looks like he's taking a couple of shots, but he'll break the count as hold on.
Wait, what's going on?
Chris
Oh
Bey
God.
is up in the rafters.
Oh my God.
Gregory James, and here he comes down on the back of Gregory James. That's got to be over 20 feet in the air as Chris Bey comes crashing down right on top of the unholy one, Gregory James.
Sending him into the great unknown, I'm sure.
Referee count up to 4 now as both these men are just wiped out. You see the insidious follower still out there trying to rally Gregory James to get up to his feet.
Absolute desperation move by Chris Bey, jumping off the balcony, which we have seen many times before, but not as gracefully as dashing Chris Bey.
Big clothesline there by Chris Bey, drops, and a one-legged drop kick there by Bey, drops James down once again, roll through there by Bey, dodging him, and a huge double drop kick sends Gregory James into the corner.
Just look at that, this beautiful movement by Chris Bey.
Chris Bey looks to be fired up, finding that second reserve tank of energy here and flying with a big clothesline across the chest of James. But hold on, nice reversal there by the unholy one. Chris Bey going to slide through those ropes, blocks a shot there, big side kick.
Chris Bey is unrelentless.
Wow.
Backflip there, lands on his feet, picks him up, sidewalk slam by Chris Bey. Picks him up once again, and hold on, what are we setting here for? Chris Bey picks him up. Pump handle, powerbomb, sends James down 1, 2, and Gregory James kicks out. Chris Bey looks as stunned as we do here. Again, I thought that was all they wrote for the unholy one, but somehow able to kick out at the very last second. Again, that insidious follower still just hanging out ringside.
Gotta keep an eye on whatever that thing is, man. I'm telling you.
Chris Bey gonna resume some offense here. Trying to set up for that fisherman suplex, but James able to block it. Flips it in with a Nice shot to the knee, but again, Bey reverses out of it. Chris Bey catches the leg, goes underneath, and a huge kick to the back of the head of Gregory James sends him reeling down to 2 knees now. Hold on, Bey is going up, and hold on. There's that insidious follow we're talking about.
Getting ready to take flight again. Chris Bey at the
Chris
top.
Bey up, double stomp to the back of Gregory James, sends him down. Here comes the pin. 1, 2, and hold on, James again able to kick out. You got to think maybe that half a second, for the insidious follower stopped Bey. They've had a little bit of, Bey let James recover just a little bit.
All of the flight damage of being crashed onto for Unholy Gregory James. He's got to feel the impact of that.
His kidneys must be killing him, his spine. That was just an absolutely devastating double stomp by Chris Bey.
Chris Bey up again.
No. Dropped across the ropes on his throat by James. Spinning discus clothesline there by Gregory James into a pin here. 1, 2, and a kick out by Bey at 2. And both these men just trying to get a pin here. Gregory James gonna grab Chris Bey. Picking back up, setting him up here now for high risk maneuver. Chris Bey though lands on his feet, goes all the way over. Sends Gregory James, shooting star off the middle rope. Catches Bey solid. James, leg drop off that middle rope again, goes into a cover now. Bey able to kick out. Not sure where he's finding the strength from, but he is. Again, calls himself the genetic genius.
The absolute resilience of Chris Bey here. Able to kick out of the big move by Unholy Gregory James, who is beside himself now. He has no idea how to put this young man away.
Again, looking to the insidious follower for possible a little help, or trying to figure out what he's got to do to put away 2018 Chris Bey.
Oh, he's measuring him. Getting ready for, big elbow to the jaw.
Elbow to the jaw of Chris Bey. Now asking for one back on his own, and Chris Bey will oblige. A huge kick to the leg, but hold on. Chris Bey with a kick of his own is back and forth. These two competitors will go. As Bey starts to gain an upper hand here just a little bit. Backhanded now.
Oh, he's grooving. He's feeling it.
Extra style.
Hold on, though. Chris Bey going to go all the way over once again. Gets out of the way. Had that one scouted, did Chris Bey.
God.
Stunner off the middle rope there as Chris Bey into a pin here. 1, 2, and again, Gregory James able to get just enough of the shoulder up to break the count.
Man, what will it take for one of these guys to try and pull out the victory here tonight? They're just putting it all on the line, hitting each other with any move they can, and their opponent just keeps kicking out.
Again, you got to think the energy level of both these men starting to wane just a little bit as we see James with a kick to the side of the face. He comes charging in. Caught the leg of Bey, and again, a straight kick to the head of Chris Bey.
Oh, no!
Side slam over there by Gregory James as he's starting to get it fired up now. Gonna try it one more time, up, and modified version of a backstabber there into a pin here. 1, 2, but Bey kicks out at 2 3/4.
Gregory James with a bit of a cocky cover there. Had he pinned the shoulders down or hooked the leg, he would have had him, but instead chose to be cocky, and that cost him.
Both competitors now just trying to find that last bit of reserves in their energy tanks. Both still wondering what they've got to do to put the other one away, as the crowd starting to get back into it here as well. Roll through there by Chris Bey.
Destroyer!
Over. Canadian Destroyer there by Chris Bey into a pin. 1, 2, and another kick out
I honestly thought that was it.
by Gregory James, and the stunned look on Chris Bey's face says it all.
Chris Bey with an absolutely beautiful forward roll into that Canadian destroyer, only somehow able to get it too. Chris Bey, he might be a little shocked, but he needs to stay on Gregory James. He really does.
Chris Bey calling for it now, going to go all the way up to the top rope. We know he can fly.
Oh, getting involved again. Is that insidious follower?
There's the insidious follower. Again, Bey shakes her off there, but James able to roll out of the way and outside of the ring.
Oh, that front row needs to move. Oh, man.
Gregory James, though, saw it coming, scouted it, and
oh,
Bey with
God.
a DDT on the outside of the apron.
He might be out.
Into a pin here now, 1, 2, and oh, Bey kicks out one more time.
That DDT on the apron somehow still not enough to put away Chris Bey, and Gregory James is beginning to lose his focus, arguing with the referee and joining to the crowd. He needs to finish off dashing Chris Bey.
Double underhook there by James, but hold on, roll up into a small package here by Bey. And a kick out at 2 by James.
Oh!
Super kick to the side of the head, and James is reeling. Bey gonna go up now. Oh, James gonna reversal though, gonna have a roll up of his own here. 1, 2, kick out at 2. And
With all this constant back and forth, I never know where the tide is going to turn.
Up and
It
down
may have just
goes
turned now.
Bey. And Gregory James with the win.
You called it, Joey.
Unholy Gregory James.
Unbelievable display by both men in this contest. Unbelievable.
TitleMatchNetwork.com